Hello, intuitive friends, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, and there you will see the links down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. If you are watching this live after the live stream, then take a look down below in the description box, and there you will find the designated timestamps for the Scorpio individual singles reading, the Cancer individual singles reading, and the Pisces singles individual reading that you can look for down below in the description box, and I'll meet you in your designated timestamp. For those of you who are watching me here live, welcome. Thank you for coming back. I just finished doing the readings for the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And of course, now I will be focusing on the water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Now, I'll be doing that individually. So don't forget to, if this is your sign, to come back and forth and see where I'm at. For those of you who are watching me do this live, you can take a look in the chat list, and there you could always see what, or I should say, which sign I am channeling, okay? Because you'll see the symbol. All right, intuitive friends, I'm going to start channeling messages for single Scorpio. Single Scorpio. All right. Hello, Scorpio, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, or if you're Scorpio on other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, marriage, connections, partnerships, and relationships, and those areas are if you're Scorpio Venus, or if you're Scorpio Juno, or if you're a Scorpio in your fifth house, or if you're a Scorpio in your seventh house, then these messages are also here for you. All right, Scorpio, thank you for joining me here. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. And if you are watching me here live, just take a look in the chat list or in the chat area. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Scorpio. Today I'm going to be channeling messages focusing on the romantic blessings that may potentially await you here in the month of November. So what basic, you have the King of Pentacles. That's a great energy to start with. So basically we're taking a look at the November unfolding here for you in regards to your love life. And you have the Strength card. Okay. Let's talk about the two cards that actually I didn't divide the deck. They just popped up for you. So let's take a look here what's coming through for you. All right, Scorpio. So you have here the King of Pentacles and what may be potentially unfolding here for you in the month of November when it comes to love and or your love life. Single Scorpio, you have the King of Pentacles. Now, before I jump into this reading in regards to the King of Pentacles, I do want to mention here, Scorpio, that Venus is in your sign right now at this moment in time. So it may be bringing about a lot of intense emotions, a lot of deep emotions. Okay, so that's how it may be, how you may be experiencing Venus and Scorpio which is, as I said, Venus is in your, in your sign right now at this moment in time. So I'm not surprised to see the King of Pentacles here, because as we know, Pentacles energy is earth energy, and earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. But out of those three signs, Scorpio, Taurus is the one that's ruled by Venus. So I'm not surprised to see Pentacles energy here for you, because Venus, which influences and actually rules Taurus and it rules Libra, that it's here. Okay. That being said, King of Pentacles is showing that you have a mastery, or that you're going to be embodying the energy here of someone that is very sure about what they may want in regards to their love life. Now, there may be an overall stability here in other areas of your life. For example, you may have a stable career, stable job, stable income, maybe here stability here in your nest egg. There may be a lot of stability everywhere, and you may be looking for that stability also in your love life. So the King of Pentacles is coming through as this, as you embodying this energy. Now, if we look at it also from another aspect, we can say here that there may be someone who is an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, that may be, you may be interested, or they may be interested in you. Okay. Of course, as I said, Venus is in your sign in the month of November, just entered your sign not too long ago. All right. That being said, you also have here the Strength card. The Strength card is ruled by Leo, okay, in fire sign. So you may have here Aries, Leo, Aries, excuse me, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius here with the fire sign, okay, because the Strength card is ruled by Leo. But you also have here Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay, so just keep that in the back of your mind. The Strength card in tarot is all about you managing, is all about you being able to, in a way, tame those areas in your life, or those patterns of behavior, or those things that have been very difficult to, in a way, handle in the past or recent past. Those things that may have become a sense of challenge, obstacle in your love life. And so the lion is the one that represents those challenges, those obstacles, those kind of like the devil card in tarot, right? That lack of moderation in something, that old pattern, that shadow self, anxiety, depression, sadness, whatever the experience may be for you. It's like you handling or managing or taming that energy so that you can be at peace and at calm. All right. Now, the Strength card is also about you leaning in to your emotional strength, your mental strength, your energetic strength, your spiritual strength here, and really leaning into that energy as you're taming those things that have been difficult and maybe have been appearing in past connections or relationships. So that kind of like storyline, okay, that script that keeps showing up. And here in the month of November, it's you really trying to tame that down, trying to control and make sure that there's a sense of peace and, kind of like being able to manage that situation, manage that part of you that may create those energies here within connections. Okay. Um, so here with the Strength card, it says here, I can deal with whatever comes my way. Okay, that also may be the case here. There may be a situation, circumstance, or event that may be coming in your direction, and you're going to really be able to lean into that strength. Not only lean into the strength, but also here connect with your stability and your security. Okay. So this could be making better decisions, taking things slower, being able to really decipher things, people, situations. Okay. Let's get more clarity here, Scorpio, in regards to Ace, I'm sorry, in regards, that's my puppy. In regards to the King of Pentacles. Let's see, let's get more energy, clarity here. All right. King of Pentacles, what's coming through for you? Ace. My apologies, Scorpio. Give me 1 second. All right, Scorpio, let's gain more clarity here in regards to the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles has here the Sun. This is very beautiful energy. You may be feeling a sense of vitality and clarity, even if right now at this moment in time we are experiencing Mercury, which is in retrograde. But the Sun here is there's this sense of illumination, the sense of clarity. There could be an aha moment. There could be some type of insight here as you embrace the King of Pentacles energy in regards to your love life or in regards to an upcoming connection. And I feel that this aha moment here with the Sun has a lot to do with the fact of you realizing here what hasn't worked in the past or recent past, what you need to tame within yourself so that there could be this sense of really applying those lessons that you may have learned in the past or recent past into a future connection or into a future partnership here, okay? Or friendship. So this Sun is not the Sun in tarot, but it is the Sun in the Lenormand deck, which is all about insight. It's also about happiness, vitality, really feeling comfortable in your own skin here in the month of November. And by the way, Scorpio, happy birthday. So that could also be a lot having to do with this energy here, because there is a sense here of you feeling more stable. And look at that. You have the number 31 here with this card. 3 plus 1 is equal to 4. And 4 in numerology is all about stability. So very, very beautiful energy here. Let's take a look at what else is coming through for you with the Strength card. There you go. You have ring. This is beautiful energy. This is commitment. Now, here, Scorpio, this is could be interpreted in different ways. Let's talk about the first, because the first was about, wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Before everything falls off my hands here, let's do it this way. Remember that I just mentioned a little while ago here that this here is you, and then this lion is the part of yourself that needs to be tamed, that needs to be managed, because there is this sense of like the double card in tarot, right? Whether it's a lack of moderation, whether it's an old pattern of behavior, whether it's your shadow self. Give me 1 second here. Open. My apologies, Scorpio, but Ace has decided to be very active right now at this moment in time. And Ace is my puppy, for those of you who are new to the channel. Remember that I mentioned here that this lion here could be representing those areas within yourself that either you have lack of moderation for, whether this is an old pattern, whether this is your shadow self, whether this may be reflecting or showing here your insecurities or inadequacies. The part of you here that's showing up is this person, right? You are controlling that. You are making sure that you're taming those energies so that you can show your best foot forward, right? So that you can show, and then you can really, lean into your emotional strength, mental strength, and energetic strength. So there's a part of you here that you are showing that you're stronger than the areas of your life that may be at times difficult to tame or difficult to manage. whether that be internally or whether those be external factors. So, as I said here with the Strength card, it says, I can deal with whatever comes my way. And that's going to be super important here for you, Scorpio, because if you are unable to control or able to deal with or handle this energy of the lion, which is your shadow self, or like I said before, okay, all those things here, then what's going to happen, it's going to show up again in another connection. So I do feel here, Scorpio, that you're going to be more committed to making sure that you're doing what you need to do in order to get yourself in the state of mind, in the frame of mind, in this beautiful energy of insight, okay? Of you realizing that it's super important in order to be successful in your next connection to manage or to tame this energy inside of you, whether it's internal or external, okay? So I do feel here, Scorpio, that you're really focusing on not repeating a pattern. And if that's the case, I will say now that this is looking really good for you because you have the sun and the ring, both very positive energies here. So the more that you work on yourself, the more that you realize here what it takes in order to have a stable, healthy connection, not only with yourself, because it starts with you and then, it extends outward. So the more that you are able to heal, reflect, and focus, and again, as I said here with the lion, tame or deal with whatever comes your way, the more that you're going to be able to feel more stable, appear more stable, and move towards either a connection or a partnership with that sense of stability, security, and confidence. All right, so this is looking very, very nice for you. All right, let's see here what else is coming through. Actually, let's see. What is this? This lion, what does the lion symbolize here for Scorpio here in the month of November? Scorpio in their love life, what is that lion all about? Let's see. Temporary distance. The distance in the relationship is temporary, and there may be. Okay, hold on one second. The distance in the relationship is temporary and things may reconnect later. Oh, interesting. Very, very interesting here. Wow, and holding back. Okay. Scorpio, let's tackle this important energy that's coming through. Okay. Number one, let's talk about that sense of taming the lack of moderation, old patterns, and shadow self first. And then this is going to take another spin in a minute, but let's tackle that first. For some of you here, you may have been trying to manage, or you may be managing here, some type of kind of whatever it is that you're trying to tame within yourself or externally. Okay, maybe you have put a stop to whatever this vice, whatever this old pattern, this script, this perspective, maybe self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs. Maybe you have put a stop on it, or maybe here in the month of November, like I said, you're going to be taming that. So you're going to create that distance in regards to whatever it is that is very difficult for you to handle, or whatever seems to appear over and over again in your love life here, Scorpio, as a main issue that keeps coming up in every single connection. Okay, so I do feel here in the month of November, you're trying to create a distance. And the way that you're trying to create that distance here, Scorpio, is by you taming that, by leaning into your mental strength, emotional strength, energetic strength, spiritual strength, in order for you to deal with that inner lion, right? Whatever it is that you've been holding back, okay, you've been holding something back and you've been trying to regulate it on your own. Okay, so that's number one. The second thing that's coming through that you may be in a way, I wouldn't say struggling, because the strength card trumps the energy of that lion that's here. That's why the strength is all about. It's all about you being able to overcome this challenge. So there could be here a challenge that you may be trying to overcome here in the month of November. And that being, the other one being, that you may have had a breakup, separation, or divorce in the past or recent past. And there may still be feelings and emotions here very much connected to this person. Now, this person could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this person could be in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay? Doesn't have to be, but there are different placements, as I always remind you. It's not just about the sun sign. For example, my sun sign is, I'm a Taurus sun, but I'm a Pisces moon, and I'm a Libra rising. That's not to include all the other placements I have in my Venus and love and relationships, all that. So again, I'm just giving you that insight for those of you who may know a little bit more about the chart, an astrological chart. But this is very much coming across as the person in the past or recent past that you may have created a distance with, whether that was a breakup, separation, or divorce. It could have been a connection that was very meaningful, a connection that was either an engagement or a marriage. It's something that was very serious to you. Okay. You may be tackling the energy, okay, or your emotions here in the month of November. And the reason it's coming up here, Scorpio, is because you may still be holding back. Okay, the other person is not being fully, yeah, there's something here that you're not fully opening up in regards to your emotions, that being to a connection that was very meaningful and important from the past or recent past, where there may have been a breakup, separation, or divorce. You may be seeing the clarity here, okay, in regards to that breakup, separation, or divorce. And here in the month of November, you may be making certain decisions. You may be looking at things from a different standpoint, especially with the fact that Mercury is in retrograde. Mercury, when it is in retrograde, it's all about the Mercury going against its normal rotation. And Mercury rules the areas, or I should say influences the areas of clarity of the mind, clarity of communication, travel, and technology. So there may be some experiences, maybe a person, a connection that was very meaningful, that there may have been a breakup, separation, or divorce about, that you've been holding back deeper feelings and not saying something or not being able to do something. And you're in a way here trying to control or manage that reality, that energy that your heart is being very honest with you about. So you may be trying, there may be a little bit of that struggle here, of holding those emotions back. But I do feel that in this month of November, you're going to gain some type of insight, especially for those of you who are resonating with this energy, with this message here. You may have some type of insight that one or two things, you may heal that situation. You may be healing that quote unquote lion within you. There could be here a full closure having to do with that past connection that was very meaningful. Okay. But at the end of the day, there's this energy of you really trying to hold back your emotions. So for some of you, there may be an aha moment here, whether you choose to go back and provide the proper closure from that past or recent past, or whether some of you decide, listen, even though I feel that way, I might still kind of just keep this, in the back burner and see what may pop up. Okay. But there is a sense here of that inner battle or inner struggle, which is the reason why the strength card is here. Okay, so some of you are still having emotions here. Listen, Mercury retrograde does have the energy here collectively of us really thinking back and wanting to, the desire or the thought of thinking or desiring of wanting to go back into time and connect with people, especially people that tend to be more meaningful. And for those of you who connections have been severed, then it's more about you kind of understanding, well, what is it that I didn't see clearly back when there was that breakup, separation, or divorce? What is it really that I thought then that now, with time, maturity, and experience, I may see very differently? And that may be here some type of reality or insight that you may still have feelings here connected to someone from your past or recent past. Okay. All right, let's take a look here, Scorpio. What else is coming through for you? Let's get more clarity here. All right, this really wanted to pop up for you. So we have here, come to the edge and breathe. All right, I want to talk about these two cards because this is going to be super important with the next clarity or set of information here in regards to this reading. For some of you, you may actually take a leap forward and go back to either making or taking an action with someone that you were either involved, whether you were in an engagement, whether you were in a marriage, whether there was some type of committed energy, and realize that that struggle inside of you with this lion is the fact that you've been holding back emotions here after that breakup, separation, or divorce. And so that insight here may be you realizing, maybe I want to have that final conversation. Maybe I want to look back at that situation because enough time has passed. Maybe as I look at that connection in the past or recent past, I can see here where I myself, right? This is you talking, right, to yourself, Scorpio, that you yourself can see where you may have misstepped or where you may have not seen something clearly. So for some of you, and again, this is a general reading, so I'm going to give you as much as I can in different scenarios. This scenario that's coming through is someone who has realized that the person that they truly may still have feelings for, they've been holding back their emotions after that breakup, separation, and divorce. And this insight, which is the sun, is realizing that either this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or whether this Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius person is the person that they may want to take another leap forward, and take that as it may resonate. It may be just a conversation, it may be a text, it may be just thinking about the person. Maybe you'll be reminiscing because, again, as I said, Mercury is in retrograde, so it does give that energy of looking back into time, reevaluating, reviewing, recalibrating yourself in that sense. How you're going to take or make a decision is based on the type of, stability that you create inside of yourself. So breathe is about taking your time, okay, Scorpio, taking your time to allow yourself to lean into your yin energy. Yin energy, meaning your heart, because there may be some emotions here that you're holding back in regards to someone that you were very much in love with or committed to. And in order for you to be able to get out of your head and into your heart, especially when Venus is in your sign, is going to be super important. You're going to be able to do that here, potentially here, Sagittarius, as you allow yourself to ground yourself, to quiet that internal noise and the external noise in order for you to create the stability and security that you need to figure out what it is that you may want to do or how you may want to do that. If you choose to, pick up the phone, send a text, reach out to that person or not, right? It all depends. I do see here as come to the edge as the Fool in Tarot. So for some of you, I do feel that you're going to take that leap of faith once and for all because something here has not sat well with you throughout the temporary distance or throughout the distance, the breakup, separation, or divorce. So something could be clearing up here in regards to your emotions. Now, there are others of you here that this is a completely different storyline. This is about you. This is about the fact that you've been healing and clearing that lion energy inside of you. And whatever it is That lion may represent your distancing yourself from those self-sabotaging thoughts, limited beliefs, lack of moderation, old patterns, attachments, depression, feeling whatever it was internally, and you're holding yourself back from making those same mistakes, or holding yourself back from reliving that script in a new relationship, right? So, single Scorpio, this is saying that as you are handling or dealing or overcoming this lion energy here in the strength card, where it says, I can deal with whatever comes my way, you are gaining a sense of insight. There is this sense of happiness and liberation. And that happiness and liberation here may be very much connected to come to the edge, where you finally feel like you have released yourself either from a breakup, separation, divorce, or that maybe here you just recently left a connection where you felt weighed down. And for some of you, as you're leaving this connection, either recent past or way in the past, you're now saying to yourself, you know what? I can finally gather my thoughts, my emotions, and I can connect with my inner self so that I can, again, deal with whatever comes my way. All right. All right. So for others of you here, it's feeling like you're leaving one connection and you're reconsidering another connection that may have been more at your level or more compatible, or may have run a little deeper, because as I said, Venus is the planet that rules Taurus and Libra, and Venus influences, the love sector, and it's now in your sign. So this makes a lot of sense here, astrologically speaking, as the cards here unfold for you. But very, different storylines here, but very kind of in line with what is happening here, astrologically, with Venus. All right, let's take a look here. Scorpio, what else is coming through? Single Scorpio, very deep reading here for you. Scorpio, if you missed your monthly reading, don't forget to take a look down below in the description box and click that link. It's going to take you to the monthly messages and see what came through for you for your November reading. And of course, Scorpio, happy birthday to those of you who are October and or November Scorpios. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Last but not least, Scorpio, you have the Knight of Swords with the King of Pentacles. Ooh, I told you. Scorpio, you have the Six of Cups, someone from the past. You're not over someone. And the fact that Mercury is in retrograde and the fact that Venus is in Scorpio is making you wonder. You're very curious here about an old connection or a connection that you had a breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay. You may have done that out of impulse. Knight of Swords is the impulsivity of thoughts. The first reaction, you were thinking logically, analytically, you weren't allowing yourself to lead with your heart. You were leading with your mind for whatever reason, because you are a water sign. Okay. Although, Scorpio, listen, you are what's called the fire of water signs. So there is that sense of like snapping. That's why Scorpio is the symbol for your for your astrological sign. It snaps first and then it thinks later. Okay. So this here with the Knight of Swords, you may have reacted very quickly here, and that may have created some sense of like, man, now that I think in retrospect, okay, in retrospect, did I, misinterpret a situation? Did I act too quickly? Did I allow my emotions to override my intelligence? Okay. But you do have here the King of Pentacles, not once, but twice. So that being said, this could be connected to a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, past or recent past. And this could also be you. You are embodying, listen, you have all your pentacles set up. You may be very successful in a career, in a job, in your finances. You know what you want. You know what you want in your love life. And that is what may be here in the back of your mind. Now, not only is this coming across, now, mind you, intuitive friends, I will talk about the different scenarios that are coming through, but I have to say what's here. And for some of you, there's someone that has made a very big imprint. Okay, whether it's like you dated a lot of people after you've realized, you know what, that specific person, I can't find those traits elsewhere. Yes, we may have had difficulties, right? There may have been situations where we may have argued, I may have snapped, right? With, allowing my emotions to trump my intelligence. But there is an awareness here about the past. And there is an awareness here of that after that breakup, separation, or divorce, there has been a lot of holding back in perhaps a connection that was very valuable and meaningful for you. And that may be here what the strength card is all about. Now, for others of you, because by the way, the Six of Cups is a past connection. That's why I said a little while ago, I said to you guys, Scorpio, I said this is what I was talking about, because the the Six of Cups is an old connection, having that nostalgic feeling, emotion about something that was either very stable at some point or something that made you feel like this is the total package, because the King of Pentacles is the total package in tarot. It is a person who's well-rounded in their career. It is a person who's very secure in their finances. It's a person who knows what they want. They may come across a little bit practical and sensible, but still there is this energy here of I know what I want. And that either may be you right now in the month of November and you're reconsidering a connection from the past or recent past, or this could be again, that connection here with the nostalgia or the melancholic energy, where even if you may not do something, you're thinking about it. Like I said, for some of you, I do feel that may be the case. You may be moving that forward. It's come to a point where you're like, you know what, let me just see what this is all about here. So very, very interesting reading. For those of you, again, there is this who that storyline may not resonate. I feel that you're going to be thinking about what it is that you have learned from past connections. You're looking for a friendship. Okay, you're looking for someone who can connect with you on a friend level and can connect with you in a level that could lead to something more serious and more stable in the near future. You're not just looking for something casual. It's not coming across in that way here. So this sense of you really working on yourself and being consistent about it, and you really taking a look and leaning into your yin energy is telling me here you're more serious now than perhaps you were in the past or recent past. I do feel that you are going to take your time, whether that is that you're single and kind of allowing yourself to jump back into the dating scene, or for others of you who may be thinking about reconnecting with someone from the past or recent past. I do feel that if that is the case, it will be done in a slower fashion. Scorpio, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, like, share, and continue to subscribe to the channel. Up next, we have Cancer. Scorpio, don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section. Let me know if these messages resonated for you. All right, up next we have Cancer. But first, for those of you who are here watching, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you like what you're seeing and the manner in which I am channeling messages, well, it's easy to join and to be part of the Lexa Tarot community. All you need to do is consider subscribing to the channel. Continue to be subscribed to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And guess what? When you do that, you'll have an opportunity to also get a free 5-minute mini tarot reading with me, which I do for my subscribers only. So if you want to be part of that, just Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Remain subscribed to the channel. Turn on your notification bell and all alerts. And hopefully I'll see you during a live reading. Maybe I'll come back in a few minutes and do that, maybe later tonight. So if you're interested in joining me, then do that. If not, you can join me tomorrow. So I know for sure that I'll be doing that for tomorrow. So today is 50-50 chance. Let's see how I feel after I do all this channeling. So yeah, intuitive friend, thank you so much for tuning in and for being here. I hope these messages resonate for you. Don't forget to take a look at the monthly readings also, okay? Up next, we have Cancer. So let's shuffle all these cards back into the deck. And I want to thank my subscribers, my new viewers and visitors alike. I want to thank all of you for your love, your loyalty, and your support, for dropping roses in the comment section, for giving those thumbs up, for sharing my channel with like-minded souls. Our channel has moved quite rapidly. There's a lot of subscribers, and of course I owe that to you, to your love, your loyalty, and your support. So thank you so much for being here and for informing of others of my channel. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. We have definitely grown leaps and bounds, and very quickly, by the way, too. So thank you so much. All right, intuitive friends, up next we have Cancer. And by the way, intuitive friends, you may start seeing something different here when I do my live readings, and that is you're going to see ads. And of course, that is letting you know that, yes, I am monetized. I was officially monetized as of, I want to say, the 10th. Fully monetized. I was partially monetized before. Now I'm fully monetized. So thank you so much, intuitive friends, for your love, your loyalty, and your support. All right, intuitive friends, let's jump into the next reading, and that is for Cancer. All right, let's see who's coming up next, and that is Cancer. All right, we have here Cancer, and let us begin. Hello, Cancer, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Cancer sun, moon, rising, or you are Cancer in other placements on your astrological natal chart that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, relationships, then these messages are also for you. And those placements would be if you are a Cancer Venus, a Cancer in Juno, or a Cancer in your 5th house, or a Cancer in your 7th house. So if you have those placements with Cancer, then these messages are also for you. And thank you so much. If you're interested in finding out more about your astrological natal chart, guess what? If you're live here with me now, just take a look in the chat, and there you will see Cafe Astrology. I have no connections with Cafe Astrology, no affiliations. It is just a free tool that I've used, and I want to share with you guys. For those of you that are watching me here after the live stream, then look down below in the description box and use Cafe Astrology. If you know your exact time of birth, even better, because you'll get more specific details. But even if you don't know the exact time that you were born, you can still use that tool, because it will still give you a reading, or kind of like an overview about your astrological natal chart. So great tool to use. All right, intuitive friends, my name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a 2nd degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box, as all my links are down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Cancer, let's take a look here at what may be unfolding for you in the month of November when it comes to your romance, your romantic life, or your love life. Let's see what's coming through for you. Single Cancer. If you're interested in the couples reading, just take a look at the couples playlist, okay? But this is for single Cancer, and you have the 10 of Wands and the 8 of Pentacles with the High Priestess. Okay, let's talk about that. This is beautiful energy, especially with the fact that Venus is in Scorpio, okay? So Venus is in Scorpio right now, so there may be a lot of deep emotions and deep feelings here coming to the surface. And those deep feelings here, starting with the 10 of Wands, there's this energy here for you, single Cancer, where you may be focusing in the month of November in finally releasing those deep emotional feelings, connections, memories from the past or recent past. Those energies that have been, in a way, in some way, shape, or form, have been very kind of weighing on your shoulders, weighing in your heart, weighing your emotions. And you have finally allowed yourself to realize this here, Cancer, that November is about you. It's about you taking care of you. You're no longer worrying about how that breakup, separation, or divorce, what happened, how it happened, what you're focusing on you. You're focusing on what can I do to restore my inner confidence? What can I do to restore and heal and grow wiser? And finally feel inspired to be open to the possibility of, maybe entering the dating scene, or maybe allowing yourself to connect with others, okay, through friendships, expanding your social connection. But it's starting here with this 10 of Wands energy. And the 10 of Wands says, I love and care for myself first. Now, this is not coming across as a selfish feeling at all. This is coming across as a person who's empowered, who is like the phoenix rising from the ashes, saying, listen, that whole breakup, separation, or divorce, I went through a very big, tough time. Now it's time for me to focus on healing, growing, and taking care of me, right? That's that energy. Not only that, but it's also about you grounding your energy, doing the things that you need to do in order to feel more stable and more secure and more confident, okay? You do have here the 8 of Pentacles. And guess what? Here, Cancer, this is looking very beautiful because the 8 of Pentacles is about your focus, your ability to say, you know what? I went through what I went through. I'm focusing on me. I'm working on myself. I may be, okay, after that breakup, separation, or divorce, maybe you've been focusing more on your finances, focusing more on your work, focusing more on your pentacles, your nest egg, your security. But I feel here that, you maybe have been using work as a coping mechanism, okay, to deal with that burden here from the past or recent past. But you've coming to a realization here with the 8 of Pentacles. And that is that the same way that you're honing in your focus on mastering certain skills and kind of rising to the top, or climbing the ladder of success, maybe in career and in your finances, you are open to having that same type of energy in regards to your love life. So there's more of an opportunity here in the month of November where you're allowing yourself to open up and say, you know what? Maybe the same exact energy that I've been placing on my career, my finances, and my nest egg, I will also apply it to. So it's like an even. See, you have 4 pentacles here, 4 pentacles here. You're matching the energy and matching it in your love life now. So I feel that there's more of this open kind of heart chakra where you're like, okay, maybe I can, I'm good. I've gotten myself together. I'm more secure. I'm more stable. I can use, or not use, but you can trust, okay, your intuition a whole lot more now. The High Priestess, okay? You're more inclined to listen to your intuition now than perhaps you may have in the past or recent past. So November here is saying with the High Priestess, it says, my intuition guides me to the truth, okay? Here with the 8 of Pentacles says, I dedicate myself to what I believe in. And like I said, I feel like some of you are going to be more dedicated to being more open, more not having this jaded energy, not having this kind of shielded type of heart energy. You're more open and saying, hey, let's see what the future unfolds. Let's see what, what goes on here with this possible connection, possible person that could be coming up. We shall see. I do feel here that your intuition is going to be the key here. And why do I say it's going to be the key? If you're not feeling a vibe with the person, or either person you're moving towards or the person that may be moving towards you, or if your spidey senses, like I like to call them, your sixth senses, are giving you this kind of like, nope, this doesn't feel quite right, you're not going to proceed. Okay, because you don't want to have another connection where there's going to be a breakup, separation, or divorce, and where you're going to be emotionally trying to pick yourself up back together again, like you may have in the last or recent, in the past or recent past. Okay, with the Ten of Wands. Okay, so there was a lot there. So yeah, so this high priestess is telling me here that you're going to really listen to your intuition, and that you have done the healing process here, or that you are, whether at the beginning or the tail end of your healing process, where you can finally start trusting your intuition again. Okay, let's take a look at these three cards individually and get more clarity. Let's take a look here at the Ten of Wands. Let's get more clarity here in regards to the Ten of Wands. There you go. Ship just popped out of the deck, and this is telling me exactly what I was saying to you: validation, confirmation. A breakup, separation, or divorce that you may have endured in the past or recent past created a lot of emotions. It created a lot of energetic building, feeling like there was a heavy weight on your shoulders, heavy weight in your heart, or heavy weight energetically. And either you decided to separate from that connection, or that person decided to move in another direction. Okay. Whatever it is, ship is about. Some of you were even in a long distance relationship that you may have realized wasn't fully working here. Okay. Now, that may not be for everyone, but I'm just saying ship is also about things at a distance. So there could have been a lot of could have been a long distance relationship for some of you. For others of you, this was a breakup, separation, or divorce. And like I said, you, in the month of November, there's a potential here for you to unload that burden emotionally here and really pour into yourself. Okay, so great to see here that this was a validation, confirmation of what I was picking up earlier. Let's take a look here at the Eight of Pentacles. What else here is coming through for you? For some of you here, I'm picking up that you may be even thinking about relocating. Okay. Like there was this breakup, separation, or divorce. Either A, you relocated to another home, city, town, state, country, or you may be contemplating that here in the month of November. You could also be kind of like, in a way here, Cancer, planning a trip in November just to get away from your current place of residence, or wherever you are at this moment in time. All right, let's get more messages here for the Eight of Pentacles. What else is coming through here with the Eight of Pentacles? And you have here loyalty. You're being loyal to yourself. You're taking care of yourself, okay? You're being your best friend. Whatever it is that you want to do in a connection with a partner, you're doing it for you. So this is beautiful. I said the pouring in of yourself, the pouring into of yourself here with the Ten of Wands that says, I love and care for myself first. So you're being your best friend. You're taking care of yourself here, okay, with the Eight of Pentacles. Now, this second message that I'm getting here is the message that I mentioned a little while ago, where some of you have been focusing a lot on your career, on your finances, in your nest egg, and you're saying to yourself, well, I have a mastery and I have a great skill and talent in my work and, in my finances and my career. Let me start focusing now more on my love life. And for some of you, you may meet someone here in the month of November. There may be a possibility or a potentiality here that you may meet someone. It will start off as friends. Okay, so it's coming across as a friend vibe. For some of you who are friends with someone right now, but you still consider yourself single, this could be talking about there could be a little bit of leveling up here. Now that you've known each other for quite some time, or that there has been this friendship here that has been working, you've been working on establishing a friendship, this person has been establishing a friendship with you, there may be a little bit more emerging here in the month of November, okay? And you may feel intuitively that this friend, okay, and it could be a friend, again, we could start off as a friendship, may have feelings towards you, or you may be picking up the energy where you may start having some different feelings in regards to this person, this friend, this, another person here. Okay, let's take a look here. Now, I do feel that some of you may be a little bit resistant to that idea because you're still not sure about that, but others of you are like, yep, I think that there's something here that's evolving. For others of you, this is a brand new person that may be potentially coming in. You may meet them at work, not your place of work. There could be something here about maybe on your way to work, coming back from work. Maybe you guys have a similarity here in regards to industry or work ethics. All right, let's see here with the High Priestess, what's coming through here. What other clarity? Intuitive friends, if you feel that these messages have resonated with you in the month of November, feel free to drop a rose in the comment section. Look at that, stars. I told you, your intuition is going to be a key and vital source in deciphering here. Number one, who this person may be, if it's already a friend that you have or someone that you're friends with already, or someone that may come, you may warm up to as a friend, or they may warm up to you as a friend. It could be a brand new person. Stars, there could be a destined account here, a destined situation, circumstance, or event that may create the paths for you and another person to meet. Remember that I said on your way to work, coming back home from work, maybe a friend of a friend who you work with, maybe a friend of a friend of a friend that you know, maybe it's your sister's friend, your brother's friend, something like that. There's some type of interconnection here of paths, and that being from the universe. So if you've been manifesting love, it feels like the universe is like, okay, there could be a potential here for this meeting for you and this person. Okay, so wow, very, very beautiful. Let me get a little bit more information here regarding this 10 of wands energy, or actually the ship here. Let's see. Yeah, there could have been here, like I said, a breakup, separation, or divorce, setting yourself free from an environment, a person, or a situation that did not, look at this, did not resonate for you. It wasn't good for you. Rumor has it, it says here, rumors are flying in your circle. This breakup, separation, or divorce from your past or recent past has a lot to do with people, third party situations. By the way, I just saw that now. That's the number 3 here on this ship. There could have been a third party, a breakup, separation, or divorce contributing by a third party. Now, third party could be a person literally wedging into between you and that person in the past or recent past, or it could be an external factor, an external energy, which could be gossip, rumors, lies, okay? People talking, people creating and planting seeds in someone else's head so that there's kind of friction between you and the person in the past or recent past. This could be very much that energy that you left behind or are leaving behind in the month of November. Let's see, Cancer. Let's decipher. I like to go a little deep here. Yes, it is a little longer than the usual, but hey, listen, if you're interested in finding out more information, look, unfiltered truth. This is just popped out. Someone will speak their unfiltered truth. You may have dropped some truths here, or you may have some truths may have been revealed here in the past or recent past. Maybe there was that was the reason for that breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay, so that maybe lies, deception. Okay, maybe you called it as you saw it because the time needed to be, you needed to get it off your chest, and you were able to make certain decisions here. Okay. Or it could be that certain information came to you, okay? You were told, or you felt it, your intuition, okay? So that I feel has a lot to do with the past or recent past. That may have been the reason why you may have left certain connections or a person. Let's dive deeper here with the Eight of Pentacles and the dog, because I feel that this is more of the current energy. Of course, it's the energy here that's in the middle. So it's taking like that big, it's the main focus here. But I always like to find out, what happened before, what's going on, what you need to be aware of. All right. Also, Cancer, I want you to be very open to allowing yourself to not just believe what a person tells you, okay, but also kind of dig deeper, especially if your intuition is giving you some signs that something here, maybe someone that you may be meeting in the month of November, maybe a friendship that you already have established. I want you to kind of like dig a little deeper, ask those tough questions, especially if this person, and I'm not saying that this will be the case, I'm saying just be in awareness that there could be someone who may have some type of it's complicated energy that may be kind of not sharing in a transparent way because they don't want you to know something. So if your intuition gives you that kind of ding 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 ringing bells, um just dig deeper before you choose to do anything here with, especially someone who's brand new or someone that you know already that just has like that dramatic life. Or yeah, I'm single, but you see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I'm single, but I'm still living with the person that I'm supposedly separated with. Or yeah, I'm single, but I'm still married with such and such, and kind of that. Just giving you a heads up. Eight of Pentacles. Let's see what else is coming through. Because there may be some drama behind that. Yeah, imagine whatever it is that you've been hoping, wishing, and desiring, the universe may be saying, hey, now it's time to bring those manifestations into reality. Okay. So beautiful energy here with imagine. So manifestation taking place, and exactly what I just said a little while ago. All that glitters isn't gold. So be careful. If it's too good to be true, it might actually be too good to be true. So just keep an eye out. Not fear mongering, just awareness. Okay. If someone says something and it just doesn't feel like it sits right, or you're compelled to ask deeper questions. And let me tell you, intuitive friends, if you are getting to know someone, it is perfectly fine to go deep into heavy questions in order for you to know what you need to know. Because what you don't want is to find out the truth in a very different way. That is not very pleasant in the near future, right? So ask those questions, of course, in a friendly, casual manner, like the dog here, okay? Friendly, casual manner, but get to the bottom of whatever this may be. Potentially. All right, let's see here the High Priestess with the Star, and this is the last and final card, and then I'm going to jump into Pisces reading. So for those of you who are waiting here in the live for Pisces, I'm almost done with Cancer, and we're going to jump into the Pisces reading in a few. Last and final, High Priest and Stars. I feel that there's this energy here of meeting someone by chance and by destiny, and that leading into a very nice friendship and something here going in a very nice way with the King of Cups. Beep, 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 beep. There you go. There may be someone coming in. I'm telling you, if it's not now, it's rolling in. The manifestation, whatever it is that you've been asking, King of Cups, a person. First of all, let's start with this being you, and then I'm going to talk about potentially this person, okay? After a loss, Four of Cups, okay? Remember that I said be careful that someone here isn't like, oh yeah, I'm available, I'm single, but I'm still married, or I'm single, but they're still jaded. They haven't resolved their issues. Just pay attention to that. All right, King of Cups here. This could be you. You could be embodying, of course, Cups energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. you being one of those water signs. But King of Cups here is saying that you have gained the emotional maturity and the emotional intelligence to be able to decipher, like I said, with your intuition, because the King of Cups is intuitive. With your intuition, you're going to be able to decipher the type of friendship that you are going to allow to enter into your world, the type of friendship that you are going to feel like you want to pursue, the type of person that you want to pursue, the type of person that you're going to allow back, you know, especially with like you moving out and being part of the dating scene again and so forth. Okay, so there is this sense here of really being open to that. I do feel that destiny and manifestation have a lot to do with this connection. So I wouldn't be surprised if there's this like sign, symbol, synchronicities that you've been getting, or serendipitous events that may place you at the right place at the right time with the right person. Okay, because it's feeling very destined here with the stars. It also may, okay, now let's talk about the potential person. Okay, you guys know I love to do that. Potential person, because it's coming through very clear. So I want to talk about it. Number one, this potential person could be intuitive just like you. That's number one. If they don't, they may not call it intuitive. They may say like they have what they have you know, what is it? A gut level feeling. They may call it that too. Potentially. This person may potentially be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, somewhere on their astrological natal chart, maybe focusing on love, maybe a Venus or Juno or fifth or seventh house. So maybe their sun, moon, rising are something completely different. But then when we look at the alignments, like what signs are in those placements, it may be water. Okay, just potentially. This could also be talking about here that this person could be mature, they could be romantic. This person could be a little bit on the quiet side, maybe calm, cool, collected, a little bit introverted with their emotions and their feelings. Yes, there is a mastery here. This person is, emotionally intelligent and emotionally mature, but there could be a little bit of that quiet type of energy here regarding this person that may be potentially here ready to give that cup of love and friendship. Okay, that being said, Cancer, I hope these messages have been insightful. Don't forget to drop a rose in the comment section if these messages resonate for you throughout the month of November. Up next, we have Pisces. Hello, intuitive friends. For those of you who are here for the first time, welcome. I hope you're enjoying the messages here for the water signs single readings. Okay, if you're interested in couple readings, look at the couples playlist. And there I have a lot of messages there for the couples reading, but this is for singles and singles only. If you're interested in other placements on your astrological natal chart, like your Venus, Juno, fifth or seventh houses, if you know those placements, then feel free to take a look at the other sign, the singles reading. Okay. Now I haven't added the timestamps for the air signs because I just finished them a little while ago. And I'm obviously here in the middle of doing the water signs, but as soon as I have a break, I will be adding the timestamps there. So if you did miss something here in this reading, no worries. Just give me some time, and I promise I will be adding the timestamps here for you. All right, intuitive friends, if you haven't taken a look at your monthly readings, you should. We're still in November here, and there are lots going on. If you haven't taken a look at what you don't see coming, October, November, December, okay, what you don't see coming, the unexpected energies, take a look at that. That's in the bonus messages also, okay? All right, intuitive friends, let's keep the readings going here. Up next, we have Pisces, and then, of course, that's going to be our last and final reading for the singles reading. I'll be up to date. My apologies if it came a little bit later, but I was waiting for Venus to get out of Libra. Okay, it's now in Scorpio. So I was waiting for that transition so that I can start with fresh new energy here for you guys, for the singles collective, okay? All right, up next, last and final, we have Pisces. Let me just add a Pisces sign here in the chat list for those of you who are watching me live. Welcome. Oh, what am I doing? I wrote Pisces. I meant to, hold on a second. I meant to put in the symbol. There we go. Pisces, you're up next. Hello, Pisces, and welcome back to the channel. Whether you are a Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or however Pisces may show up on your astrological natal chart, especially in areas or in placements that focus on love, connections, partnerships, marriage, and relationships. And those placements are as follows. If you are a Pisces Venus, or if you are a Pisces Juno, or if you are a Pisces in your fifth house, or if you're a Pisces in your seventh house, then these readings are also for you due to those Pisces placements. That being said, welcome, Pisces. My name is Lexa Tarot, and I am a second degree Reiki practitioner, as well as an intuitive tarot and oracle reader. And if you are interested in learning more about me, my client testimonials, or my credentials, just take a look down below in the description box. All the information is down below. For those of you who are my subscribers, my new viewers, and visitors alike, I want to thank each and every one of you for your love, your support, and your loyalty to the channel. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Pisces, so let's see what's coming through for you, Pisces, and I'll be channeling messages focusing on what may be potentially unfolding for you in your romantic blessings or in your love life here in the month of November. So let's see what's unfolding potentially here for you. All right, Pisces, let's see what's coming through. By the way, Pisces, Venus is now, you have the Six of Cups, you have the Ten of Cups. Very, very interesting with the Knight of Wands here. So something is moving very quickly in your direction, or you may be moving towards someone else's direction here. Let's talk a little bit about what this is about. Very interesting, Pisces. Guess what? Scorpio had a very similar reading with the Six of Cups. So you may have placements there focusing on Scorpio. You don't have to, but you could. I'm just mentioning that because when I see connections, I do want to mention it in case they are relevant to you. Now, let's talk about the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is past happiness, past nostalgic memories. You may be in this energy right now where you're thinking about connections that actually you felt were really good, that although they may have ended up in a breakup, separation, or divorce, that there was still this sense of, you know what, despite of all that was said and done, the dust has settled, and there is this energy here of, wow, maybe what could have happened, what could have been had I had the maybe maturity, the emotional intelligence that you have now. Maybe enough time has passed from those breakup, separation, or divorce. And now you're able to see things and feel things in a different way. Okay. And the Six of Cups is this melancholic type of energy or nostalgia. So, Pisces, I know some of you may not want to hear this, but I do need to mention it, especially with the fact that we have Mercury in retrograde, which is, yeah, pushes us into this energy about thinking about the past and, kind of figuring out what we need to fix and what we need to, whatever, right? That past energy. The reason why I'm saying that here, Pisces, is because there could be this energy that you may be in. You may be thinking a lot about someone from the past or recent past. You may be thinking about a breakup, separation, or divorce. There may be aspects of the ones that were, or of the one or ones, I don't know how that may be true to you, for you, but there could be things that you're thinking about that were good, right? That you were like, wow, I really wish I can talk to that person again or reconnect, because it was mostly a positive connection. It may have ended for other reasons. You may be inspired to either one or two things. Think about that connection. Some of you may be inspired by trying to connect with that person again. And again, no judgments here. I'm just telling you what the Six of Cups is about. This could also be a person from the past coming right back to you. It doesn't have to be an ex. For some of you, it may be an ex. It doesn't have to be an ex for all of you. It could be someone that you were talking to before and it just wasn't the right time. Maybe they were going through a divorce. Maybe you were going through a divorce. Maybe they were going through a breakup. Maybe you were going through a breakup. And at that moment in time, when both of you met, it just may not have been the right time to explore a connection. If that resonates with you, there is this energy where either a person that may feel like that about you may be coming back to check up and say, hi, how are you? Maybe drop a heart in your social media, maybe send you a message, however that may be, or this may be you, okay? If that's the case, I do have good news though, in regards to that, because this is looking like some of you may have that energy, may allow yourselves to open up with a person that maybe the first time around, maybe the right things weren't in place, right? Like I said, someone could have been going, you didn't want to be a rebound or you didn't want to make somebody else a rebound. Maybe you just needed some time. But this time around is looking like it might actually work. Okay. It looks really good. There's this sense of like feeling like, wow, I'm so happy that we took that break, or I'm happy that now, we're able to reconnect, maybe here explore something that wasn't, that you weren't able to explore before due to external or internal circumstances. So the 10 of Cups is saying here, this is a complete emotional fulfillment. So this is really, really good, happy emotions. There's an emotional harmony here that may be potentially connected to someone from the past or recent past. Okay. However, that person may show up. Okay. 6 of Cups says, I remember and I treasure past memories or happiness. And 10 of Cups here says, I have all that I wish for in my relationships. Maybe now there's more emotional maturity. Maybe now there's more emotional intelligence. That's why 10 of Cups, completion. Okay. Maybe there's more emotional substance here. Okay. Maybe more experience in love. Maybe it wasn't that before. Okay. So again, this is looking beautiful. Of course, we're going to give more clarity to this. Let's see where this is going. Give me more clarity here with the 6 of Cups. Everything is looking good, but let's see what else is coming through. By the way, okay, I just downloaded this information right now. For some of you, listen carefully. Okay. For some of you is actually a person, like I said, from the past or recent past, right? Maybe not the right time, not the right place. And now there's this like, oh yeah, let's get together. Let's grab a cup of coffee. Let's grab some drinks, whatever. For some of you, this is a brand new person, but there's a past life connection. Now listen, if you don't believe in reincarnation and you don't believe in past life energies, that's fine. Then this message is not for you. Okay. But for those of you that do, and I do, I believe that those are those type of connections out there. You may meet someone who feels so familiar. It is a brand new person though. You don't know this person. This person doesn't know you. But when you start getting to know this person, talk to them, connect with them, meet up for coffee, for drinks, for just kind of lounging, kind of casual, kind of connecting with this person, something may feel familiar. And for some of you, it's the familiarity of a past life that perhaps there may have been a past storyline that didn't allow itself to fully develop in a past life, meaning reincarnation. And now you're getting a second opportunity in this lifetime. And I say opportunity. I'm not saying this is going to happen and it's going to be a happily ever after, because I'm going to tell you, and those of you who are my current subscribers, I call it like it is. Soulmate and twin flame energy, soulmate connections are one of the most challenging. And it's challenging for a reason, because you have made a pact from a past life to challenge each other in this life. And through those challenges, allow yourself to support each other and grow together as soulmates. Okay. So, of course, people always have the opportunity to choose not to be in those connections, right? But if it is that past life soul to soul connection, I'm letting you know now, it's not an easy one. It's one that will require really taking that mirror and looking at yourselves, as well as holding up that mirror for your partner and work through those challenges that need to be resolved and learned in this lifetime. So, giving you a heads up. All right, Six of Cups. Let's see what's coming through here. Let's get more clarity here, Pisces. You have communication. Communication is going to be super duper important here for you, Pisces. As you start talking to someone new or start talking again with someone that you've met in the past or recent past, and maybe it wasn't the right time before, there may be some kind of like, this is interesting. Now, I'm not the type of person to say, like, listen, we're now in Mercury in retrograde. Maybe now is not the right time to start something. But if it's something that started before and it's looping back into your energy field, there may be a reason. So owls are about communication. Like I said, there may be here some texts, some exchanges, kind of getting to know someone. You see, someone that there was a breakup, separation, or divorce. Ship. I told you. Some of you here, there's this energy here of someone from the past, whether it was a past life or a past in this lifetime, of you guys talking or connecting again. And by the way, sorry, Pisces, this is going to be a long reading for you, but I want to mention something here. Here we have the number 3. And then we have the number 12. 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. You have 3, 3 here as sign symbol synchronicity from the universe or angel number. If 3, 3, and you're getting multiples of 3, because then you have the 6 of cups here. So you may be seeing multiples of 3, 6, or 9 as sign symbol synchronicities, okay? Let's see here with the 10 of Cups. 10 of Cups is beautiful energy. Whatever this is, this connection is looking good. The potential energy is looking good. Okay, let's see. 10 of Cups. Yeah, and we have the same thing again. Sickle is about breakup, separation. Okay, we have breakup, separation, a ring, and anchor. Second time is coming out in your reading. Whether this breakup or separation was in a past life, whether this breakup and separation may have been in this lifetime. There seems to be the storyline here, potentially for you here, Pisces, where there is this sense of trying something again, checking to see if it works this time better than it did either in a past life or in, maybe someone that you met before and just it didn't, work out the first time around. Okay. Another message that I'm getting here with the sickle is there could be here someone that you may meet that may have had a breakup, separation, or divorce. Okay. This person had that in their past or recent past. They are now more open to a committed relationship because they have learned through something. Okay. And they may be more open to a more serious anchor type of connection here with the anchor, okay? More security and more stability. This could also be you, Pisces. You may have learned a lot from a past or recent past connection. And now, in retrospect, like I said before, maybe there's an emotional maturity now with the 10 of Cups. There's more of you feeling at an even keel emotionally, meaning you've done the healing, you've done the work. And there's a sense here where since you've done, 10 is all about completion in tarot. You've completed that cycle of healing and mending, fixing, and repairing your heart and your emotions from that breakup, separation, or divorce in the past or recent past, that you are more open right now at this moment in time to connect with someone who is equally stable, secure as you emotionally, that they've done their work, but also is open to the type of committed relationship that you are interested in. Okay. Whatever that may be. Okay. whatever those requirements are for you. But there is this sense here of you being more open to that possibility. Okay. All right, let's grab this deck over here because I definitely want to know about this ship and this sickle. And let's see, let's start with ship. Give me more information and clarity here having to do with this ship for Pisces. Wherever you may have Pisces, especially if you have them, like I said, if you have Pisces and Venus, Pisces and Juno, or Pisces in your 5th, or Pisces in your 7th house. Okay, something flipped over. 2 things flipped over. So we're going to take a look at what that is. First, we have double standards. Different people are held to different standards, and that may have been the case in the past or recent past. In your past connection, something wasn't balanced, something wasn't even, something wasn't equal, or something wasn't fair. This could have been a marriage for some of you, or maybe you were engaged to the person that you wanted to marry, but however, there may have been a breakup, separation, or divorce. Gossip spread. It says rumors are spreading quickly. This past situation, circumstance, or event, there may have been some gossip, rumor, slander, deception, someone not being honest with something. For those of you who were in a long distance relationship with this ship, this you may have found something out. This person may have been saying something that was not true. Maybe appearing like they were single when in reality they were married, appearing like they were single when in reality they had either another committed relationship or some type of committed relationship here. Okay, you may have found out about it. Okay, again, this is what's coming through with this ship in regards to the past or recent past. Let's take a look here with the sickle as well, and then we're going to jump to the rest of the 2 decks that I have here for you. Let's find out here, single Pisces, what's unfolding for you here in the past or recent past. Unspoken tension. Okay. For others of you in the past or recent past, there were just too many people in the mix. Second time that that's coming through because it came up first with gossip and spread. It feels like people were planting seeds here in your prior connections or prior relationships. Okay, there were too many people in the kitchen, too many cooks in the kitchen. Okay. There may have been tension. There may have been, again, a third party situation here with that number 3. Okay, it could have been someone's ex or your ex that may have been meddling in your connection. Okay, or family or friends. Okay, so this is what this is talking about here. So pay attention and make sure that you don't allow those energies to create an obstacle or a challenge this time around in a potential connection. All right, let's see what else is coming through. This could also be social media too. This person, or there could have been something here, a storyline where someone may you may have been in a connection with someone who was appearing like they were being very honest about something, but behind the scenes they were talking to a lot of people, texting, not being very honest about, but they wanted you to be faithful, or they wanted you not to talk to other people, but they may have been entertaining other people. Okay. All right, let's see what else is coming through. Don't forget, Pisces, drop a rose in the comment section if these messages are resonating for you. Between the worlds, some of you are leaving the area of confusion, the part that you were, that was very difficult for you, your heartbreak, separation, divorce, and you're now entering to this new you type of energy. You are either in a transition right now where you're leaving those thoughts and those energies behind, the feeling of uncertainty, the feeling of apprehension. You're allowing yourself to disengage emotionally, physically, mentally from that. And you're really moving and saying to yourself, you know what? I am happy. You see a lot of confetti, and I don't know if you're able to see it here. My camera could show it up. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 confetti strings. Interesting. Again with the number 3 and again with the number 6. Interesting. 6 confetti strips here. And you also have the number 3. So right now you're more open to a possibility here in regards to going out there, getting to know someone, opening up your heart, allowing yourself not to be jaded, not to be guarded, not to be shielded, not to be in the fear or in the lack mindset. You're kind of like, yay, woo, I'm single. Let's see, what destiny may have in store for me type of energy. Okay. By the way, again, 3 and 6, maybe the number 3 or the number 6 could be of significant importance to you. If not now, it may make sense later. Okay. Remember, November hasn't finished yet. All right, let's see your last and final card here. Your last and final card in regards to what may be unfolding for you in your love life here in the month of November. Now, remember, Pisces, if you have other placements, take a look at those other placements. Just go straight to the singles playlist and click on your other placements. What? Stop right now. Pisces, what is going on here? 4 of Wands, this is beautiful. 4 of Wands is stability. 4 of Wands is known as the kind of like the marriage, one of the marriage cards in tarot. Interesting. This is looking really nice. 4 of Wands. Well, you have the 2 of Wands in reverse and the, okay. I may have picked this up. All right. Listen carefully. All right. Wow, Pisces, this is a beautiful, well, listen, I'm a Pisces moon, so I'm like, whoa, excuse me, and I'm single, so I'm like, okay. All right, listen carefully here, Pisces. 4 of Wands, there may be this opportunity for you to, like I said, meet someone or connect with someone, whether this person is from the past or recent past, you may not have had an opportunity before, now you have it now, or this could be a past life soulmate type of energy. But the 4 of Wands is saying here that there is this energy of stability. The 4 of Wands is finding your person, finding the person or coming into contact with a person. And there's a lot of like firm passion here. Okay. So this is beautiful. Now, here's the thing. You have the 2 of Swords. The 2 of Swords here is that some of you may get caught up in your head because this may feel too good to be true. Okay, there may be here some type of storylines, like I mentioned before, with the ship and with the sickle, that you have a little bit of hesitation. You're like, wow, this is feeling too good to be true. But guess what? The more that you worry and you kind of focus on fear and focus on uncertainty and apprehension, the more you're going to get caught up with your head and the more you're going to be more uncertain, because energy, where your mind goes, energy flows. Because you have 2 beautiful cards here. You have the 4 of Wands with the Ace of Cups. This is like beautiful relationship. But what's going on here potentially is that you may get too caught up in your head. You may say to yourself, should I really give this person a second chance? For those of you who that other message in regards to the past may make sense. For others of you, it's like, man, I had a really troublesome past. Could I have actually met the person for me that I've been wishing, hoping, desiring, and calling into my energy field? All right. And that kind of doubt places you in a very kind of tight spot here because it creates this internal confusion. It creates more indecision within you, and it places you with guarded energy or guarded emotions. So being that the fact that this is in the middle, this is telling me you have a very good chance of establishing and getting to know someone and actually developing a really, really good connection. And I don't want to go back because I don't want to make this reading so much longer than what it already is. But remember, you have the 6 of Cups here. You have the 10 of Cups. Okay, you have committed, the ring, you have the anchor, stability, security. Okay, this is you coming out of a transition. You're now more open, but this cloudiness right here is what this Two of Swords is talking about. So make sure that you don't allow your self-sabotaging thoughts or limited beliefs to stop you from moving forward. So don't let your ex mess your next person that you're going to meet. Okay. That is what this is talking about here. Ace of Cups, brand new beginning. Okay. For those of you who are rekindling something here with someone from the past or recent past, and maybe it wasn't the right time at that time, maybe now is a better time. And there's this sense of a new beginning here. For those of you that this is a brand new person but may feel very much connected as if it's a soulmate, this is saying brand new beginning, Ace of Cups. The emotional stability, the emotional intelligence, the emotional maturity is here, which is exactly what I said at the top of the reading with the 10 of Cups. I mentioned that. I said you're now more, you're more, there's more of a emotional maturity, there's more of an emotional intelligence. And for those of you who that resonated, this is giving you again a validation confirmation, because the Ace of Cups is that type of maturity. It's also here saying that the universe is giving you another chance at love. Okay, another chance at love. Six of Cups. And this time around, it may turn up in a very different way. Whether this is a soulmate connection from a past life, or whether this is a past connection here with maybe, not being at the right place at the right time, and it just like having the right person, but not the right conditions. So, wow, what a beautiful message. Pisces, I wish you the best of luck. And I hope these messages have been insightful. Please drop a rose in the comment section if these messages have resonated for you. If you want to join my free 5-minute mini readings, wow, that's a tongue twister, that I do for my subscribers, well, listen, you can. All you need to do is subscribe to the channel, turn on your notification bell and all notification alerts. Continue to be subscribed to the channel, because when I do and I come on and do the 5-minute mini readings for my subscribers only, then you will be notified and you can also come in and join the fun. Take care, intuitive friends. Thank you so much for your love, your loyalty, and your support, and I'll see you next time.